Hey y'all, hey! It's Amber bringing you another Vlogmas video. And today we're celebrating another one of my favorite celebrities' birthday. Guess who? Either way, if you don't know what this video is about, chapters will be below. And here we go. Okay, I just want to start off by not only, I guess the only way I could say this is Homeboy's got a badass name, so anyone with this name would have to live up to it, so you guys aren't ready for this. Ralph Nathaniel Twistleton Wickham Fiennes. Yeah, that's his entire name. I'm still kind of like, was born December 22nd, 1962 in Ipswich, United Kingdom. He's also the older brother of the very talented and the very pretty Joseph Fiennes, if you didn't know that. Which is funny enough, a lot of people don't, but how can you not? I've actually been trying to think like what was the first thing I saw him in, but the only thing I keep thinking of is Schindler's List. I think one of the main reasons why I can't remember what the first thing I saw him in was is because he does a lot of movies as side characters. He'll just pop up randomly like, oh my god, that's Ralph Fiennes. And he would just pop up everywhere, so it's kind of hard for me to like figure out exactly what the first thing it was that I saw him in. But one of the main things that stands out for Ralph Fiennes for me, besides him being a badass dramatic actor, is the fact that he is such a like shy but like precious type of soul. I just feel like he needs to be protected at all times, even though this is the same person that played Voldemort, which I like to pride myself on. When Harry Potter came out, I didn't know anything about it. Me and my friend Leilani were at a theater and the trailer for the first Harry Potter came on, and she of course started freaking out because she read the books. I didn't know anything about it, so she's like, we're gonna see that. So when it did come out, we went and saw it, and of course afterwards I had questions because I've never read any of the books, and I'm like, so explain this Voldemort person to me because I don't understand. And she explained pretty much like the evilness that was Voldemort. And I'm like, you know who would be really good casted as that if they ever get that far with these movies? And she, of course, was like, who? She thought I was going to say Gary Oldman because that's another one of my boo-boos. I love him so much. Amazing actor. But I'm like, Ralph Fiennes, he's terrifying. And he would be amazing at it. And what happened? Like 3 years later, what happened? They casted Ralph Fiennes. And I lost my mind because that was a time in my life I'm like, I should be a casting director. So you're welcome, everyone. I casted him for you. I put that energy out there. He's definitely another one that I would love to meet. I would love to talk to him, even though he would probably scare the shit out of me the whole time. But still keeping that hope alive, putting that energy out there that one day will happen, because I love him to death. He's an amazing actor, and it seems like an amazing human being through the interviews I've watched as well. But until then, I'll just continue supporting him through his artwork and his movies. And with that said, let's see how many movies I actually own. So this is all the Ralph Fiennes movies that I own. And again, this is just me eyeballing my own DVD collection. I'm sure once I go through his IMDb a little bit later, I'll see that I'm like, oh, I forgot 1, 2, 3, 4, because he's one of those sneaky character actors. But let's go through these.
Oscar and Lucinda. It tells the story of Oscar Hopkins, the Devonian son of a Plymouth Brethren minister who becomes an Anglican priest, and Lucinda Leplastrier, a young Australian heiress who buys a glass factory. They meet on the ship over to Australia and discover that they are both gamblers, one obsessive, the other compulsive.
Never seen it, but of course I started collecting his movies, so that's why I have it. Plus it's got Cate Blanchett in it, so why not? I love her too. So yeah, definitely have to watch it sometime.
Bernard and Doris. The story of the twilight years of tobacco billionairess Doris Duke and her relationship with her gay butler, to whom she left her entire fortune.
Bernard and Doris. Have not seen it. I did see clips channel surfing one day, and that's what put it on my radar. I had no idea he was in a movie with Susan Sarandon, who I also love. So once I saw it at FYE, I'm like, of course I'll pay a stupid amount. This is 26, by the way, to get it, because it's one of those HBO films that probably isn't on any kind of physical media. It's probably all streaming now, so like I'm definitely gonna grab stuff. Don't care what price it is, so I can have the physical media. But haven't seen it. I've just been meaning to over the years and still haven't. One of these days.
Wuthering Heights. A man becomes obsessed with vengeance when his soulmate marries another man.
Okay, first of all, since he's crazy amazing at drama and emoting and everything and just intensity, I had no idea he was in Wuthering Heights, and the fact that I know now that he plays Heathcliff, he's probably intensely crazy. I have not seen it, kind of scared too, but I grabbed it when I saw it. I'm like, I didn't know this was a thing, but I'm glad I own it. And obviously I got it at a Blockbuster that was closing. But yeah, look how he just looks intense. Look how intense he looks. So we'll watch this one of these days.
Red Dragon. A retired FBI agent with psychological gifts is assigned to help track down the Tooth Fairy, a mysterious serial killer. Aiding him is imprisoned forensic psychiatrist Dr. Hannibal the Cannibal Lecter.
Saw this in theaters. It's got 3 of my favorite actors in it. Ed Norton, Anthony Hopkins, and Ralph Fiennes playing a serial killer. Sign me up, okay? Because, yes, this movie is just fantastic. If you haven't seen this, oh yeah, and Philip Seymour Hoffman's in this. Holy fuck, I forgot about this. This movie's amazing. Just watch it. Especially if you, well, if you haven't seen Silence of the Lambs, definitely watch that first because it is a series off of the Hannibal Lecter character. That's why Anthony Hopkins is in it. But it's really good. It's really intense, and I love it so much. It's another one I know my mom watches all the time whenever it's on.
The Chum Scrubber. A darkly satiric story about life crumbling in the midst of a seemingly idyllic suburbia.
This movie's crazy. I love it. And the main reason why I saw it is because my boy Jamie Bell is in it, and he's an amazing actor as well, aka the original Billy Elliot, if you didn't know that. I love him so much. To my surprise, I'm watching this and beautiful Ralph Fiennes pops up. I'm like, oh, this movie just got so much better. But that's what Ralph Fiennes does. You'll go to watch a movie, no idea he's in it, and he just pops up. You're like, ha, I'm invested more. And that's just how I feel as a Ralph Fiennes fan. He just pops up and I love it. This movie's crazy. The acting's amazing. There's a whole bunch of different stories that connect to Jamie Bell's character, of all the stuff he goes through. It's just one of those really artsy indie movies and I love it so much. You should definitely check it out. It's a really good watch.
Schindler's List. In German-occupied Poland during World War II, industrialist Oskar Schindler gradually becomes concerned for his Jewish workforce after witnessing their persecution by the Nazis.
This is classic Ralph Fiennes. I want to say this is the first movie I saw him in. He terrified me. I just remember his intense look almost through the entire film. And I'm like, this guy, he's either actually evil or he's a fucking amazing actor. And it's the second one, thankfully, because Ralph Fiennes is precious as hell and should be protected at all costs, in my opinion. Schindler's List, Spielberg's, I feel like his love child of a movie. Definitely go see it. It's heartbreaking, but it's a part of history. And obviously the acting is amazing. It's Ralph Fiennes and Liam Neeson. Do I need to say anything else? Go see it if you haven't. It's history. Learn your history.
The English Patient. At the close of World War II, a young nurse tends to a badly burned plane crash victim. His past is shown in flashbacks, revealing an involvement in a fateful love affair. He
should have won an Oscar for this. Like, I'm still not okay. This movie, I think I said earlier, I didn't see it until like 10 or 20 years after it came out because it was just one of those movies that was all over the place. So I'm like, I'm not gonna watch that right now. So watched it, understood the hype. This is the first time that I saw an actor cry with his entire body. I didn't know that was a thing, but our boy Ralph Fiennes does it in this movie and I was shook for a long time. In fact, anytime I mention this movie, that's the part I mention because I have yet to see someone do that. Although, I think I've seen a few other actors now that I'm thinking about do it, but he was the first one in a long time and I was here for it. You will feel some feelings. The love story is heartbreaking, but it's so good. Also, the cinematography. Just go watch it if you've never seen it. It's so good. There's a reason why it won so many dang awards.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Harry Potter finds himself competing in a hazardous tournament between rival schools of magic, but he is distracted by recurring nightmares. So, this is Ralph Fiennes' introduction as Voldemort, and it's intense as hell. If you haven't seen any of the Harry Potter movies, I get it, a lot of people try to stay away from them, but they are so good, and that's coming from someone that could take herself out of a fandom and be like, oh, that movie's shit if it's shit, and if it's good, it's good. This movie and the movie right before it had me thinking like, this is a children's book? Like, these kids are going through some shit.
Anyways, I get chills. Like, I saw this in theaters and I got chills when he shows up because it's just that intense and he is just so good as Voldemort. You guys are so welcome that I put that energy out there because I called it when I saw the trailer for the first Harry Potter movie and my friend Leilani told me the history of Voldemort. I'm like, Ralph Fiennes would be perfect because he's terrifying, and that's what we got. So you're welcome. And my last Ralph Fiennes film is...
In Bruges, guilt-stricken after a job gone wrong, hitman Ray and his partner await orders from their ruthless boss in Bruges, Belgium, the last place in the world Ray wants to be.
This is another one of those movies where he just popped up and I'm like, holy shit, Ralph Fiennes is in this? I'm here for it. And oh my god, he's so angry in this movie. And when I tell you, his rage is one of my favorite parts of being his fan, is watching him be angry about things. He does it so well. And the cussing in this is so funny. But there's a certain amount of actors that I love going to watch their films because if they're angry, it's like a freaking whole other level and it's amazing to watch. Him, Ed Norton, Gary Oldman, and probably Tim Roth are my favorite rage actors. But I think Ralph Fiennes is the king and he's hilarious in this. Colin Farrell is hilarious in this. This is actually Colin Farrell's first Golden Globe win. It's just really funny and it's one of those movies that should not be funny, the stuff that happens, but definitely check it out if you haven't. I need to rewatch it. It's been forever and it's just a really good movie. Definitely check it out. If you watch any of the movies that I've talked about, let me know down below what you think of whichever ones you've checked out or if it's a favorite of yours. Let's talk about it. I love Ralph Fiennes and this movie's crazy. Okay, and out of all of those movies, only 3 of them that I own I haven't seen, so I'll have to fix that at some point. Oh hey, before we get to my top 5 favorite Ralph Fiennes movies, don't forget to like and share this video with other Ralph Fiennes fans. That way they're able to check it out, and you don't want them to miss out. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other upcoming videos I put out, like more VLOGMas randomness, other birthday videos, who knows. Just make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Now back to me. Now that we went through my DVDs that I own, let's pick my top 5. So, let's get to my top 5 favorite Ralph Fiennes Ralph Fiennes movies. Again, this is before I check out his IMDb profile, so I'm pretty sure they might change after we do that because there's gonna be a lot of movies that I forgot that he's in. But let's get to picking. Alright, so I'm just gonna say any Harry Potter movie he's in, so 4 till the end, period, just him as Voldemort. Plus all those movies are amazing, so sue me. The English Patient, Red Dragon, In Bruges, and The Chum Scrubber. So those are my top 5 Ralph Fiennes. I almost said Ralph Fiennes again, Jesus Christ. So those are my top 5 Ralph Fiennes. Fucking hell.
The reason why I keep tripping up his name is because I used to work with someone that used to call him Ralph Fiennes because they thought that was how you pronounce it, and obviously that's incorrect.
So those are my top 5 Ralph Fiennes movies. So let's check his IMDb just to double check to make sure those are legit the top 5. But again, I feel like they'll change. Alright, so while that loads, this is the part of the birthday videos where we like to play what for are they known for? And what that is if you go to any actor's IMDb profile page, either underneath the main picture or on the side if you're in the app for IMDb's, but it's a section called known for, and what that is it's going to list the 4 television shows or movies that that actor is known for based off of the IMDb ratings. What I want you to do is guess what 4 Ralph Fiennes TV shows or movies you think he's known for, and put them down in the comments, and then whoever gets the most right, I'll shout you out in the next birthday video. Wouldn't that be fun? So if you saw the last birthday video, which was for Jake Gyllenhaal, so I made 4 guesses as well, so since it's a game, it seems fitting that I should play 2, right? So my 4 guesses for what movies Ralph Fiennes is known for. It's kind of sad because I feel like it's going to be all Harry Potter movies, but I'm going to say Schindler's List, one of the Harry Potter movies, probably part 1, even though it should be part 2. I think it should be part 4 to be honest, but it might be one of those. It could be any of those really. I'm gonna say Red Dragon and one of the Kingsmans. Those are my guesses. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. All to hell. Put your guesses down below and we'll find out in the next birthday video who got the most right. Okay, so starting at the bottom, looks like he started in 91? I thought he was in the 80s. Holy crap. So that's fun. Let's see, Schindler's List. Oh shit! Quiz Show. I need that movie. Wait. Yeah, I need Quiz Show. I didn't realize. I forgot about that movie. Made in Manhattan. I don't have that. I should have that. That's what I thought. Made in Manhattan. This movie is so hokey, but he's so adorable in it. I'm not a real big Jennifer Lopez fan, but he's so cute to her in this. Definitely watch it if you've never seen it. It's cute. He's a... shit, I want to watch this right now. That's how cute it is. See, The Hurt Locker. I forgot he was in The Hurt Locker, and I watched it, and he popped up. I'm like, Ralph Fiennes is in this! This movie just got a lot better. Not that it was bad, it was just, I love him so much. Do I have it? I do not. Harry Potter, Harry Potter. How did I forget? Oh my god. Duh. He's in The Reader. He's not in it a lot, but I love this movie. And also, my girl won her first Oscar. Grand Budapest! I need that! I'm pretty sure I don't have that. Grand Budapest, that'll probably be in my top 5 because I love that movie so much. Okay, so I'm going to change my top 5, and it's now going to be The English Patient, Grand Budapest, In Bruges, any Harry Potter movie because I can't not. And Red Dragon, I guess, because God, it's so good. Whew! Wow. That was hard, but hey, I told you there'd be some that I forgot about, and granted it was only 2, still. Normally in the birthday videos, this is where we do a DVD treasure hunt where I go out to find the movies that I forgot about and that I don't own so I can purchase them. But since we're in the middle of December, which is at this point just a few days before Christmas, I have a rule that I don't buy anything for myself a month before a birthday or a holiday that is gift giving. So instead, what I'm going to do is go over the movies that I don't have that I want in case anybody out there wants to buy me those. So let's go over that. Quiz Show, Constant Gardener, The Hurt Locker, Clash of the Titans, movie I can't pronounce that he directed with himself and Gerard Butler, The Grand Budapest, A Bigger Splash, and Hail Caesar. Not too long of a list, so yay! And of course no one gets it for me. It'll just be something I could add to a list of stuff that I need to buy myself. If you made it this far, thank you so much for joining me to celebrate Ralph Fiennes' birthday. Again, happy birthday, Ralph Fiennes. I love you. You are a national treasure to this world, and I can't wait to see all the other stuff you have coming up. Especially the continuation of the Kingsman movies. I can't wait to see you kicking ass on the big screen again. And to all the rest of you, be well, be safe, be silly. And as always, tell your mother I said hello. Bye, y'all.